Good morning, everybody. It's January 12th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's start with this live. All right, this is going to be up to an hour. Let's see how many people are here. We're just starting to trickle in. Today is going to be more an informative question and answer session. I have a couple topics I want to talk about, but basically, what I want to get started is what you're looking for, how you want to do this, what would help you the best. I'm more interested in helping you guys try achieve and solve some of the problems that you're encountering right now so that you could have so that you can move forward and not have to worry about everything that's going on with you. Okay, so are you looking for a little bit more income? Are you looking for replacing your 9 to 5 job? See, that would be a great thing. Um, Most people start this as a side hustle. And what I mean by side hustles, they get in there, they make a little bit of money, and then they start to realize, oh my God, I can actually make real money doing this. Oh, sorry. As you can see, I am a true French Canadian. Tim Hortons was a hockey star in Canada, and he did start a few of these, but it's just a coffee, and coffee is coffee. So now, people who have, we'll go back to where we were. People who start looking at ways to make additional income are, they're surprised. They started thinking, oh, we'll make a couple, let's get a couple commissions. Let's do affiliate marketing. And for people who are not aware of what affiliate marketing is, let me break it down to you in a nutshell. It's very simple. What you're doing is you're taking somebody's product, you're selling the product online, and for you selling that product, the people who own the product will pay you a commission fee for selling the product. That's guaranteed, no questions asked. That's called affiliate marketing. For this, you have to sign up for affiliate offers. You have to be accepted. There's lots of places. We'll talk about that after, but there's lots of places to get these products because you don't need a product. You don't need to store a product. You don't need to warehouse a product. You don't need to buy inventory. All you need to do is have a link to a product that's being sold and you promote this product yourself. You're not worried about a lot of these things. You just do what needs to be done and everybody's doing good. So it to me, it's a win-win situation for everybody because it solves a lot of problems for most people because they're not looking at, how do I put this? They're not looking at having to tie up money on inventory, worry about refunds, worry about shipping and delivery, any of that. It doesn't encompass because it's not your product that's being shipped. Okay, you don't have to worry about customer complaints. You don't have to worry about a lot of these things. So it's just a matter of how you do it, which is fantastic in my opinion. So that is what I call affiliate marketing. Okay, it's a simple system. What you do is you get a link that's given to you by the seller of the product. He supplies you with your own personal link. Now, this link is only geared to you, to nobody else. So there's no confusion on the fact that somebody else is going to get your link. No, somebody's going to get your sale. No, if somebody gets your link, great, let them post your link all they want. As long as they don't spam it, I got no problem with that. But if they're posting your link and thinking they're going to get the sale, they won't because the link is initiated and set up for you only. Okay, so let's get that 100% clear so that there's no confusion. All right. Now, hi Kay, how are you? Nice to see you back. Okay, preferably at the end, questions should be asked if you don't mind. But if you have a dire need, go ahead, no problem, ask a question. So as people join the group, we're not going to recap. We're just going to continue going so that people will understand, okay? Because we do start at 8. It's 8:05. So now, with that, you now understand what affiliate marketing is. If you don't understand it, send me a DM or put a comment in the box stating what it is that you don't understand about it, and I will guarantee you I'll reply to it and make sure that you understand 100% what it is. Okay, next topic. Okay, so we set a few things up here for ourselves so that we can do a bunch of things. Now, there's three stages of income growth that nobody really wants to talk about. So when I'm talking about income growth is people want to make money, but they just don't know how to do it. Okay, so they sit there and they try and do a bunch of things. So the three stages are, we'll start with the first stage. Stage one, effort without results. That I call that the grind phase. That means you're basically, this is where almost everything starts and most people end up stopping because they're going, oh my God, this is more difficult than I could have imagined. I didn't think it was going to be like this. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're learning, you're posting, you're testing all kinds of links all over the place, and you're failing because you're posting in different times. Okay, you've invested time, also money, and you haven't earned anything yet. So you're sitting there, so you're losing money without knowing it's happening. Yeah. So now what'll end up happening is doubt will start to creep up because results are inconsistent or non-existent at all. Okay, the truth, this stage isn't about money. It's about skill acquisition and belief. So you have to believe in yourself, in what you're doing, how the system works, and get it from there. Let's go to stage two. Momentum with inconsistency. I call this the breakthrough phase. Okay, this is where things get confusing. It really starts. You start making a little money, but it doesn't happen every day. It's not stable. You sit there and go, why am I not making money every day? I'm posting the same thing every day. Why am I not getting it every day? Okay. Some days feel amazing. Other feels like starting over. For an example, I had one day, uh, $800 in sales. I'm like, oh my God, if I can do this every day, I'll never work again. That is inconsistent, and that was a really good offer, and that was one of my good days. Well, not my best day, but one of my good days. Okay. You also get tempted by shortcuts. People say, well, listen, I'll do your link for you. You give me $150 and I'll deal with your link and I'll make sure you get at least 20 sales. Well, those are those are scams. Stay away from them. Okay, they're not going to guarantee you anything. The only thing they're going to guarantee is you're giving them your money, your hard-earned money. Okay, they will do absolutely nothing for you. They will say they're doing, they will post, uh, they'll send you um, what they call traffic to your autoresponder, and all this traffic is bots. Um, People don't want anything to do with anything. Couldn't be worried about it. So it's garbage. Your next problem is you run into the shiny object syndrome. I like that one. That one was well stated. What a shiny object syndrome is, you're sitting there and you're doing and you're doing and you're doing, and you're just starting to get there, and it's starting to do things, but you're just not seeing it. So what do you end up doing? You quit and you buy the next thing that looks, oh, I can make $10,000 a week. Let's try this one. Okay. And basically, what you're doing is you're starting over from scratch. You're absolutely doing nothing but creating to yourself a loss of income, and you're starting over from scratch again. This stage is about systems, focus, and repetition. It's not about the shiny object and motivation, it's about getting it done. Pardon me. Now, stage three, leverage and predictability. I call this the freedom phase. This is a stage that most people will never reach because they've jumped back and forth with anything and everything they could. Okay. This this stage, the leverage and productivity, the freedom stage, is when you start to understand what you're doing. When you get to that stage, you will know what I'm talking about. Income become repeatable and scalable. What that means is you'll have figured out how to do it, so your income's going to keep going. The system will work for you, even if you're not online. I've tried not to be online more than 3 hours a day. Okay, but At the beginning, you got to put in what you got to put in. It doesn't matter. After a while, you won't have to be, but you will be because it's an addiction, in my opinion. You stop chasing the money. That's the big thing. People chase the money. Okay, and you start directing your traffic and your assets and attention toward what really matters. Okay, the truth is, income finally detaches from time. It will start to come. The stages of income growth nobody really talks about is most people quit, not because they fail, but because they don't know which stage they're at. Okay, they don't know where they're in, where they need to go. Again, like the grind phase, which was stage one, is when you're posting everything everywhere and it's not doing anything. But the money, there's not money happening. Absolutely nothing. This stage is about skill and learning how to do it. Stage two is the breakthrough. You start making money. Stage three is the freedom stage. System works even when you're offline. Okay. It doesn't work so simple like that. There's a lot involved. Okay. There's tips that are really good. Okay. Highlight each stage as you say it. Okay. Make sure you understand these things. The three stages of income works very well if you do it properly. Okay. But you have to want to do it properly. And if you don't do it properly, you'll never get anywhere. That's not your fault. It's just the way it is. So now we'll go to something else. I hope everybody, yes, yes, Kay, you want to, the question is, how do you know what offer is better than the next? That's a good question. Okay. You have to research your offers. You can't just post any type of offer and expect people to click on it because you sent it to them. Look, here's my offer. Click on it. That's the end of it. No. Find out when you get a list of people that you have. Um, I make a habit of sending them a welcome email. Hi, my name is Mike Jolly. Here's I'm an affiliate marketer. I help people get what they're looking for, basically, find the product that they need to achieve financial freedom. Okay. Now, they might not be looking for financial freedom. They might be looking for a health product. They're trying to lose weight. They have type 2 diabetes. They have Crohn's disease. They have whatever thing it is, they need health. They're just trying to get in better shape. What's the best workout? I'm 65 years old. I'm into Tai Chi now. I went from Goju, Ninjutsu to Tai Chi. Okay, I did that martial arts as a young boy forever. And now, as I'm getting older, the bones are not so nice. The flexibility is pretty well almost non existent. So I have to redo it. So I started reflexology. Okay, not reflexology. I've done reflexology. I started Tai Chi. Okay, and I'm learning how to do the moves. Right now, there's a learning stage that you have to learn to understand how to feel. Breathing, I know how to do that. Breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. Pressure, pushing, all of those things were done with my martial arts training through my life. So, what now I need to do is I have to look at my golden years, if you want to look at it that way. And I'm now doing Tai Chi for myself. Okay, not for anybody else. I'm not interested in hearing what your comments are about that. It's for me. So when you're looking for posting a specific item, okay, that's a very good question. I like that. You have to research the thing. So in other words, you have to go on there, click, open up the offer, read what this is about. Okay, once you know what this is about, you'll know what to do with that offer. Okay, now in the emails that you sent people, most of these people may not reply back to you. But the few who do, you take care of those people 100%. If they reply to you and they say, well, I'm looking for vitamin supplements. Here's the type of vitamins I'm looking. So go out of your way to identify those vitamins. If you have to go to the company website itself, in the company website, and this is something that a lot of people are not aware of, the company has an affiliate program. They're not stupid. They want people to sell their product as well. And if they can offer you an incentive, well, they don't have to pay for the marketing. They don't have to pay for a lot of things. They would rather pass on the saving to you as an incentive affiliate marketing. So sign up for their affiliate. Okay, it costs you nothing. It never costs any money to become an affiliate. Okay, once you sign up to become an affiliate, then you look at the ones that this, yeah, your um, your source, your email wants. Get that link, okay, and organize a few things. Your link will be a specific link for yourself as an affiliate marketer, and send them that link so that they say, okay, well, I was looking at these vitamins and I found the perfect one for you. I think this will make it 100%. They have a money back guarantee after 30 days if you're not satisfied. And with every one of these things will come another place where they can buy something else, something else, something else. So once they understand it, it's nice. You got to watch though with these companies is something called cookies. If you don't understand what cookies are assigned to that sale, which means you're the person who gets that sale. Now, a lot of companies hold you for 30 days. You hold your cookie for 30 days, which means whatever this person who bought this first offer from you repurchases something else, you will get the commission for it, which is great. Okay, and you don't be scared to ask. Say, listen, how long do you hold your cookies for? I want to be, this is my customer that I'm giving to you. Everything else that they buy, I'd like to get paid for. A lot of companies will say no. Uh, the good, reputable ones have no issue with that. The big ones, no. One time, that's it. Uh, Thank you for selling this for me. Next. So you got to continue. That's where the big Amazon.com stores and Shopify stores and things like that. That's where you do a lot of work continuously. If you don't continue doing the work, it's difficult. So that's why I don't do that specific type. That's for me. So now once you've done the research, you found the offer, you've sent it to your people, they purchased the offer, you go next. You got to continuously keep enhancing your list. Your list has to keep growing. If your list doesn't grow, you'll eventually phase out. There'll be nothing they need to buy, and that'll be the end of it. Okay, and it doesn't matter what you send, you're done. It takes a little time to create a list. Okay, a list, there's two types of lists. There's paid ads there's paid traffic and there's organic traffic. Paid traffic is when you go and buy the traffic, and I would suggest you only buy traffic from reputable sources. What I mean by that is some guy sends you a text, say, listen, I can give you 500 uh, for $125. I'll give you um, 10,000 leads where you're guaranteed to make 10 sales. Okay, well, what are you affiliated with? Are you with Udemy? Who are you with? And I said, no, 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 I don't want to get involved with them. I don't want to pay the fee. Stay away from them. I will say that 9 out of 10 are scammers. They will take your money and you'll never see them again. 100%. And if they ask you to pay by PayPal, which is fine, okay, if they say to you, add me as a friend and family payee, never do that. It's good in services. Because if you add them as a friends and family payee, that means you tell PayPal that I can't complain about these guys because they're related to me and I know their product is good. So if they choose to do nothing, there's nothing you can do about it. Where if it's good in services, you can go to PayPal, say, I have not received my services or the goods that I paid for. They will freeze that money, send it back to you, and it's a lesson learned. But again, friends and family are for friends and family only. Remember that. If they're not friends and family, and I'd still go goods and services, regardless, friends and family. I don't believe in that. That's nonsense. Okay. They should have never offered that, PayPal. Okay. I don't understand why they would do that. To me, it helps a scammer. That's all it does. Okay. Next part. Now that you've done that and you're starting to, okay, so you're building your list with a paid traffic. You can buy different sources. Again, go to Udemy, open it up, look at these people. Now, the way to find a good solo ad seller, which is paid traffic sellers, is to look at their recent activities that are happening on their paperwork. Look to see where, how many people have bought from them, how many people have gotten sales, and I'm not talking one sale in 6 months. That's not good traffic to me. I'm not here to build my list. I'm not here to build your bank account to give me crap people on my list. I want people who are actually interested in the offer I have, because I will send them another offer if they don't buy this one, and I'll continue sending offers. Hopefully, they'll buy it eventually. Okay, if you got nothing but if nobody buys on this seller's giving you people that one person bought in the last 6 months, go to the next one. Look to see. You want sales in the first 1 to 2 weeks of them doing what they're doing. So today, go back no further than 2 weeks back. How many sales have this guy generated? He generated, oh, I got 2 sales. I got 1 sale. I got 1 sale. I got 1 sale. That's good traffic. Okay, so you know that these people are actually buying the product that is being sold. That's a good solar ad. Okay, you got to see sales. If there's no sales, it's no good. And check the testimonials. See what's going on. My one of the things I do is when I see somebody put in a testimonial, and it's I'll just use the name Jean Guy from wherever. Okay, yes, this is the best solar seller out there, blah, blah, blah. So I'll grab his name. I'll go to Facebook. I already know what he looks like because they'll show a picture of this guy because he's giving a testimonial. So I'll go on Facebook. I'll click his name in there, search. And if he doesn't come up, I know that's a bot. That's a made up testimonial. If he comes up, I'll send him a DM and say, hey, how did the traffic work that you bought from this specific seller? And I have a course for that. I can show people how to do that 100%. Okay. And they'll tell me, oh, well, they'll either answer, say, oh, yeah, well, I got 1 sale, but I never got anything else after. And okay, how much did you spend on him? Well, I started spending X amount of dollars. And for me, I have a system when it comes to Udemy. I'll buy the least amount of traffic I can to try you out. Okay, if it's the minimum, because some of them have minimums 100, 200, 300. If you have a minimum sale of 150, that's the minimum that you buy. The reason for that is if you can't get sales from 150 leads, you're not going to get sales from the seller. The odds are, or your offer is not very good. So you'll have to go find a better landing page and things of that nature. But that's a whole other course. Okay. But when you go that route, once you check all this stuff and you start understanding and you've made the connection with the people and you start talking to them, well, you'll be surprised what ends up happening. And by talking to these people, you find out other things. You, this is a discovery process, guys. You got to understand this. By talking to these people, you now know that he's looking for a specific item. Very good. So now you stay in contact with him. And when you get this specific item, you can send him a DM directly and say, hey, John, remember we were talking about this? And he'll reply to you, yeah, yeah. I just tried these and I really like them. Would you be interested in if I sent you a link? Never send the link out without permission. Just don't do that. That's that's spamming, and we don't do that. Okay, sorry, I will tell you right now, don't spam. So if he says, no, I'm not interested, well, fine. Then he's not interested. It ends there. That's the end of it. Okay, no problem. But if he says, yeah, I'd be interested, so you put the link in. Now, when he purchases that problem, now you're creating, from asking a question, you're creating trust between two people, you and him. Now he's starting to, or her, and now they're starting to understand something. Oh my God, you're not trying to just sell me something. You're actually helping me. Okay, and that's where your audience starts to build, and that's another course. So we're not going to go there yet. Okay, so with solo traffic, I could talk for probably 4 hours. Did that answer your question, Kay? Yes and no. Give me the no part, please. Okay, I can take that aside and I will how to yeah, but it's not that simple. I have to actually physically show you this, how to go and through all of them. In my course, I show this where you can actually see what everybody's doing. I'll take you through this after this call, if you don't mind. Perfect. Okay. So I like that. So next, that was a good question as well. Okay, that's just being cautious. There's nothing wrong with being cautious. Next, organic traffic. Slower, much slower, but there's 7 billion people out there. Somebody gonna say yes. Okay, you have to put out stuff, you have to build stuff, you have to make I don't know if anybody's interested in doing videos. I wasn't when I started 10 years ago. I told everybody, you will never ever see me online doing a video. Here I am doing lives. I'm not just doing videos. I'm spending time explaining it to people. I have a private Facebook group that I train people for free, no charge, absolutely no charge. Savvy affiliates. And I help them get things. And I do this because I honestly want to help people achieve financial freedom. I want you to be one of my 10 that's gotten financial freedom because of me. I helped you achieve that goal. That's what I'm looking for, to continuously make 10 a year, 10 a year, 10 a year. If I put 10 people a year financially, it'd be amazing. I think that's amazing in my opinion. I have one right now who will be financially freedom. I have two others that are in training right now. I'm coaching them directly, and I'm not charging them to coach. That's the big thing. Okay. Right now, I'm just helping them. When it gets later on, it could be a whole different story. But for now, that's the best I can do. Organic traffic has multiple ways of multiple ways of doing it. You have to again, that's a major course. I don't want to go into that. Kay, I apologize, but I don't want to go into too deep organic traffic because every social media platform has their own unique way of creating organic traffic. Okay, and they all work. And when you start rolling, you'll start understanding. Right now, I probably put out 3 videos a day, live videos a day, probably oh, between 8 and 10 reels a day. I talk to roughly, well, I'll message every new friend I get that accept my message. I'll add a minimum of 20 new friends a day. I'll add them. That doesn't mean they accept my friendship. I'll add them. And you got to watch yourself with Facebook because Facebook will ban you quickly if they feel that you're spamming or doing something. So you got to start with three, three a day. Then a couple days go by, then you can try 4. And if you don't get, no, your limit has been reached, 4 is good. A couple more days, 5. And work your way up to 20. And once you get to 20, Facebook knows now that you're not just looking to spam people, you're actually looking. And you got to give yourself time between friendship. Don't go friend. No. That'll that, that'll shut the door right away. You need 6 to 10 seconds between friendship requests minimum. Okay? And this makes it easier. When you make reels, make sure that you add your name to it, make it look good, do the best you can. Don't worry about getting it right because it doesn't matter. The object is to get the message out, not to get it right. Once you get the message out, you'll be laughing. Okay. You got to post value, something that people are looking for. Okay. Go out there and learn what outliers are. Understand what outliers are. See what's going on, where it's going on, why it's going on, and make it work with what you have. And if it does, if it works well, great. One step at a time, okay? You got different, like, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's X, there's Facebook, there's LinkedIn, there's Facebook, all these social, and there's more. I can pull up, there's WhatsApp, there's all of them are in there. You pull all of this up and you actually have an unlimited resource of organic traffic. So there's a lot. So with that, we're going to end this video, okay, this training. We're going to go to the next one. Um, we're going to be back next Monday, exact same time, 8 a.m. Come and see, and we'll take it from there. And there'll be a different topic, and we'll take it one topic every time. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.